Bronze Communicator Manual, which is awesome because that puts him 4 away from his award. This was out of the Professional Speakers Manual. This is the Keynote speaker. Awesome. This one's pretty tough. So Steve, you got the floor, brother.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Toastmaster. Thoroughbred Toastmaster, I've heard a lot about you. My friend Josh has told me many things that you guys are doing, and the big thing that's coming up is getting your new certification and your new goals for your district accomplishments. And this is important. So what I'm going to do tonight is to share with you some things that we need to do for success in accomplishing your goals. And we all know that the average person walking around will spend thousands of dollars a year on fuel for their car. They'll go out and they'll eat junk food and they'll eat food that it's just getting them by. But what we really need to do, everyone, is to invest in our mind. And that's what Thoroughbred Toastmasters is doing already. You guys are going out, you're sharing what you do, you're improving yourself, and you're building all the time. But to accomplish the goals that we've set in front of you, what do you need to do? Well, the first thing is you definitely want to dream big. You see the goals that the organization puts in front of you, so you've got to go out and really dream big. You've got to have some wild, crazy expectation, but to accomplish that, you first have to find your wild expectations. How can you go out and go, okay, I'm going to accomplish this, but can't dream big? You've got to go out and dream big. You want to go out and push yourself to accomplish these goals that you as an organization and you as a Toastmaster international representative have. So you want to go out there and do that. Now, I know what you're thinking. What does some guy showing up and giving you all this information mean? Well, I've been where you are. I've accomplished my CC. I've done my competent communicator. So I've gone through and come up with even more of this. My dream, my big dream, is to be able to go and teach more of your organizations and other people how to obtain success. So with that first one, with my dream, I'm hoping to expand with the success for you and other people. So again, step one is we want to dream big. Now, combine that with step two, you're here because you want to become an expert. You want to be the person that is out there with your actions demonstrating to other people that you're an expert in your field. Now, obviously, the first day you walk in the door, you're not an expert, but you can help other people obtain that experience and obtain the information and that knowledge and hopefully the desire to become an expert in your field. So people will look up to you and go, ooh, that's somebody that we can follow. That's somebody that we can choose to be like to accomplish your goals and their goals. And especially when you combine that feeling and that ability to be an expert, then you can grow yourself, but along with our organization. Because if we've got tonight, we're showing we have 7 people here. But if each of you goes out and is an example of being an expert public speaker, and you share your story of how you got here and how you got to this level, then other people will say, ooh, Paul went out and he became better from this. Maybe I can do that. Ed's gone out. He's become better. He's shown other people. Each of you will have a story. I started here, but now I'm here. I've grown from this. Again, we're investing in our mind. Not just our gas tanks, not just our food, but we're actually expanding and growing in our mind. And that tells the story to people, look, we can be better. We can do more. And so you as an expert can share your knowledge and share your information with other people. Now, number 3 is we want to create a game plan. And Josh has already shown me the plan that you guys have. He's shown that to get the certain levels in the Toastmaster International groups, you've got to accomplish these goals. So with those goals, if they're written down, you have a time, you have a plan, you have a way to accomplish these goals. You have people that are doing certain things, they have their mission, and with that, you have more confidence in doing what you're wanting to do. So each time you go out, you write down your goals, you see them every day, and from what I know, Josh, each meeting since coming up with these goals has shared with you, the members, all the things that you're wanting to do. You're wanting to accomplish these goals, and so you talk to the people who have to get another level. You have to talk to other people outside the group because you want your group to grow, and with that, you obtain your goal. But again, do you have a date? Do you have a time for that goal? Because if you don't write it down, you don't have a date and a time, is it just a dream or is it actually a goal? I believe that you need to write your goals down and have a time for that. And so through that, studying your goals every day, focusing on them every day to expand on them, will grow your group, will grow your team, and it'll grow yourself too. We definitely got to grow ourselves each time. Now, of course, we can write something down, and we can have a date and a time, and you can talk to some people, but what you really need to do is the action side of it. That's why when you focus on it every day, when you see every day what you're wanting to do, that will promote your action because you're motivated. And motivating yourself and motivating your coworkers and motivating your co-members of your Thoroughbred Toastmasters, then we're going to expand what you're already doing and getting that action out there and getting people to know what exactly you're doing. Now, number 4, of course, with the goals, we mentioned the action, but what about massive action? Not just every day, but what about multiple times a day? Massive action. I'm doing this. Hey, everybody, I'm doing this. Let's share this together. Massive action. Every day you expand on what you're doing. Every day you tell multiple people. Every day you show the world, this is what I'm doing. This is what our group does. This is how we can help you. This is how we can help your business. This is how we can share with other people what we have to offer. And what do we have to offer? What do you as Toastmasters International, Thoroughbred Toastmasters of Bowling Green, what do you have to offer? Well, obviously we can share and we can show people that their business can grow from what we have to offer. The average person goes in their job, they work it, they leave. Now, if multiple average people work at a business, the business is average. So if you can expand and you can show people, we can show you how your business grows. We can show you how to make your people better. We can show you that you can expand what you're doing by helping your people expand themselves here. They can reinvest in their mind. They can grow as a person. That personal development can be used on a personal level to build their business on a neighborhood level, on a county level, on a regional level. So each of those can work together, and each of these are expanding and working together from personal development, from dreaming, to goals, and massive action. They all work together. They all get better, and they all get bigger. And plus with massive action, your rejection's not as bad. If you do something every day, multiple times a day, then you're going to have your coworkers go, there's Steve Brown talking about going and talking in front of other people again. Well, that's kind of weird. I don't want to do it. Well, fine, that's okay, but there's 2 or 3 other people that will. But they won't know about it if you don't take the action to tell them. They won't know about it if you don't take the action to share with them what you've got. And what we have is helping other people become better. And that's what our whole basis of what we have is. Now, once we do that, leadership is next. Because where are we going if we don't have someone to show us what we're doing? Leadership is what sets groups and organizations apart, because you can always look at he or she is the one that's leading us. So as your organization grows, how far does it go? How far is their vision if the leadership doesn't have vision? So your leadership has to grow and has to expand on his own personal level so that he can become a greater leader for the people that are following him. John Maxwell has the law of the lid. The law of the lid says that you can only lead or influence other people who are at the same level or below you. Meaning if you're a 5 on the law of the lid level, according to John Maxwell, you can only influence or motivate people who are 5 or below. So you would get the 1s, 2s, 3s, and some 5s and 4s. But if you want to become a better leader, then you're going to have to grow your leadership on a personal level. So if you want to find some of those 9s and 10s who would really build a group, then you need to become a 9 and a 10 also. And so your leadership is extremely important, because if you don't have that leadership, your group will become stagnant. And all of these levels build upon themselves. Because if a person of a leadership level of a 9 walks in this door and there are no 9s around, he will not stay. But if you build yourself up, then they will see the attraction and they will see the influence that we have as a group. And that's the important part. The leadership is the one that invokes dreams. They're the ones that has vision. And so after leadership, number 6 is vision. As the Bible says, if the church has no vision, it will perish. Now what that means is, if we can't see where we are going to be, then we'll never get there. If you think of yourself as a group, as a small little Bowling Green group that's never had more than 10 members or more than 15 members, then you're not going to have more than 10 or 15 members. If you as a group see yourself, we're small now, but we will be massive, we will have 30 people, we will accomplish these, then you will, because there's nothing stopping you. Your vision of what you will be controls what you will have. Most of America, or most people now, not just America, most people believe, once I have this, I'll be happy. No. Once you be this, then you will have whatever you're looking for. If we say, as a group, if we had that person, we would grow as a group. Well, if that person doesn't see themselves in this group, they will not be attracted to this group. The group itself needs to be to have. The happiness does not come from the massive amounts of people. The happiness comes from being worthy enough to have massive amounts of people. For our group to grow, we have to have that vision. And that's what the leader does. He builds that vision. He describes a vision. He paints the picture of a vision for the people that he's leading. So the group can see, oh, this is what he wants or she wants. This is the idea. This is the plan. This is the belief that we have. That vision is grown through leadership. And that leadership will build on itself. Each of these parts that I've mentioned build on themselves. As your vision gets deeper and more vibrant, your leadership grows because people can see what we're talking about. They can hear what our message is. And number 7, we as a group, each of you as a member of Thoroughbred Toastmasters, are 100% responsible for yourself. I'll let that sink in. You are 100% responsible, because if you blame anyone or anything for what you don't have or what you don't accomplish, you are giving up your power. Blame takes your power away. Blame makes you powerless, for lack of a better phrase. Because if you sit back and say, this thing caused us to fail, then that thing has more power than you. And I've not talked to Josh enough to know exactly what your limitations are. Hopefully you don't have many. Hopefully he is painting a vision that's good enough for you guys to see exactly what's going to happen. But if this group sits here and says, Bowling Green's not big enough for more than 15, 20 people, well, that's blaming Bowling Green. That's blaming your circumstances. So that means the group itself is not strong enough to overcome the limitation that you believe is Bowling Green. Or you could say, we are big enough, we're massive enough that we can have plenty of people from Bowling Green because Bowling Green's big enough. Bowling Green has a region that we can pull from many different organizations. We can and we will grow from all the people that are out there. We have plenty of people. There's plenty to go around. We can find them. So when you say that you can't do something and you blame it on financial circumstances, you blame it on a regional circumstance, you blame it because maybe the Corvette plant never sends people, or maybe it's because of the Chamber of Commerce doesn't talk to us enough. If you're giving blame to something else, you take your own power away. So again, be 100% responsible for everything that goes through. Don't rely upon somebody else to do the job that you know you need to do. There are many, many aspects of success. Some have said that if you succeed in any of your dreams, you're successful. But at the same time, if you write down your goals, and you write down your dreams, and you write down your vision, and you have the leadership that is leading you to the next level, and you yourself are responsible for what you're doing, you will attain your goals. And that can be success. Josh, it has been a privilege to talk to your group. I appreciate it.